This is the big city of St. Francisville. Been on the south side, headed through to pick up Corey. Remember when I was in the Marine Corps, guys used to kid me about my small town. They said, what do you do for excitement? Watch a traffic light change? And I said, no, we don't do that. We don't have any traffic lights. We do have stop signs. Okay, coming back to the home farm up the lane here. Show you what it looks like coming into the farm. Conner Airport's over there in the distance. You can see the runway probably. And looks like the neighbors are putting some nitrogen or spraying their wheat. Anyway, they're doing something with four-wheeler. This is where the main farm is. Got a little sign there with a flag. We keep it always lit at night the way it's supposed to be. Over there is where I live. This is where my mother and father lived when they were still alive. That's the chemical shed. And there's the shop. Loading a little anhydrous in today. Roark got here with a truck. They've been having a little trouble, been big lines getting them loaded up, but they made it now. And we never did have to stop, so they kept us supplied. Filling up the tanks here from the master tank. It's where the tractor trailer drops off loads and we pick them up. Right now we're fortunate, we got about, what, 60-70%? Well, yeah, 70% of a tank. That's pretty good. Been having trouble getting it from the ports. So we're set for a little while, a few hours anyway. We should get done pretty well in Illinois with what we got. We got one more load coming. That ought to do it. So we'll talk to you YouTubers all later. Okay, we're getting ready to weigh out a load here. See the tank behind us there in the mirror. Coming around the shed to our scales. See them coming up. Gotta weigh it so we can tell what we're putting on. We got monitors to do that, but sometimes things ain't just what they're supposed to be. So we always check that. I need to re-zero the scales. Looks like they're off a little bit, about 100 pounds. It's supposed to zero themselves, but that don't seem to work right. And I don't know if you can see in there or not, but this is a direct readout. I don't have to get out or anything. 33,560 pounds, and this is tank 2. So we'll write that down, and we're ready to take it to David. Now, as you can see there in the mirror, this is a dually pickup truck. Now we got a lot of different trucks. There's a little short bed Ford. My son David drives that flatbed with toolboxes on it, which is really handy for working on things. And that's my brother's Dodge. That's go to town truck. You know, it hauls groceries. Starting to cloud up a little again. As you can see, not much sunshine. Calling for rain tomorrow, especially tomorrow, Easter Sunday. And you can see here on my radar. That's St. Louis. Indianapolis is up there. So it's headed this way, but I think that first wave is going to go to the south of us. So give us a little more time, get a little more in the ground. It's blacktop going into our place. Headed back. I just took Garrett back to his sprayer. The John Deere sprayer's broke down now. The HAGIE's over at John Deere getting worked on. John Deere sprayer has a pump out, so always something, I guess. The bolt broke, minor thing, but it's a ways from home. It's an odd bolt, so it takes a while to get it repaired and going back again. All right, good to go. Dennis is going to try to level out some washes, fill in some bad spots.
Some sand ground without disturbing much soil. It's already starting to grow up clover here above the hill, so I don't want to make any more of it bare, so it just washes into this little terrace again. So we're trying to build a little bit here just to stop the flow. We're going to plant these beans here later today, and if we don't do this, it's just going to wash down through this field here where it has before. So now we're trying to build it up, get it taken care of. Well, there you have it. It's not pretty, it's not very big, but as I said, this is a beautiful sand hill here called Taggart's Hill. It's real big, it's pure sand, and you can see he's got a stand of clover on here now and some grass. The more I tear up, the more dirt's going to wash around this pipe. We'll leave it at that and see how it works out. Today
backhoe. Hard at it like always. Had a wash come through the field and this ditch got plugged off. So, gonna dig it off so this drains better.
I have a nice warm backhoe on this day if the bearded duck hadn't broke out my window. So now it's kind of chilly like North Dakota.
Dang bearded duck.
There, we got the water running now. Like I say, it's not fantastic. It's kind of a temporary job. We got the water flowing in the ditch for now, so that's good enough for right now. We got to move on to the next job. Over there's Reese planting with the high-speed corn planter blade going about 11 miles an hour. Moving on. Yeah, we're heading to the next job now with the backhoe. Going down here by drainage ditch where some old trees was taken out over the winter, piled up and burnt. Going to get what's left, putting our dump truck up here, and we're going home to the spot where we burn stuff later. Pile her up there, get her out of the field, get it out of our way. This is a farm we call Tussie Sand. My man, old Corey, will be up here waiting for me with the dump truck. We're going to load him up so we can get rid of this stuff. So what do you got to say for yourself?
Time to get loaded.
Time to get loaded. Job they did the other day. There was water coming down this hill up here for some old tile outlets or something in that ditch, coming right out in the field. Had about 3 or 4 acres covered with water. Then it come back in this way and into this ditch. So we dipped this ditch out a little bit, just keeping it coming down this hill. So I'm going to dig it out a little bit right now, keep the water out of the field that way. I don't know how we'd ever get along without our yellow equipment. We got this backhoe, got an excavator, got a skid steer, got a bulldozer, got tile machines. I mean, that's what keeps all of our ground up. We gotta work on stuff every year. This year, spring's been a good spring because it's been good and dry. We're able to get a lot of this done. Things that need fixed a little while. Yeah, we'll go in the shop here. I think we got a tool broke down already this morning. See what's going on. Looks like it's a bearded duck in here. What'd you break?
One of these. Well, these arms broke. Again, like Corey, having Corey. Aye. Can't get
Which arm you got broke?
On the other here.
All right, we got another one of these arms broke here on the other end. Typical. So we'll get that fixed up and go back to the field. Yeah, looks like this is the arm that's broke, and also this bearing down here is out. That's the second one of these arms in 2 days, so it's a weak point.
What? What?
No, of course not.
So you were driving it when the window got blown out, am I correct?
What?
You were driving it when the window got blown out.
Yeah, I was driving it.
That makes it your fault.
Boy, that got Caterpillar
Good
says, I
old-
doubt we got one
good
of them.
old
I
rock.
never heard of one of them breaking.
You just
Okay, go ahead and put her in there, Travis. I'm filming.
People ain't gonna be tree throwing people on the bus. From the way I hear it.
You want me to come back there and smack at the hammer?
It's gonna have to, well, when I'm pulling on it, it's coming out of different. There it is.
Fingers.
You get her?
Yeah, it's in there.
All right, we're back about together again. Ready for Travis to go back to the field almost.
Yeah, that's right.
What do you say, Duck?
I say I'm ready to go somewhere away from my backstabbing so-called friends.
Who would his name be?
Well, from what I've heard, a little birdie flew up and landed on my shoulder and said his name might have been Corey. Fuck!